All right, so today we have one of my favorite type of upgrades. People always say lights before lockers, but I already have a locker, so now I get to do better lights. I've had these, I'm gonna say Chinese pods, not in a derogatory way, but these Chinese Amazon light for about 1.5 years now. I had 4 of them on my roof. Once I took the roof rack off and kind of went away from that setup, I put 2 down here. They're okay. Fortunately, they were only $25 a piece, and they definitely add more light, but between LED headlights, the Diodynamics fogs, these didn't give me what I really wanted for lights. They're advertised as a combo beam. I get more glowing of all the trees up in the sky with them. So we have an upgrade today. We're putting some big old 7-inch Auxbeams on her. I picked these up from Auxbeam. I've owned their switch panel for a while, and I got these big old puppies. So I think that'll be a pretty good upgrade. These are the side shooters. So I know some folks who run these on their roofs and it just throws too much to the side of the vehicle, but because I'm putting these on the front, they should be phenomenal. Comes with, you've got your harness already squared away. It does come in with this wiring harness. I won't be using most of it. I'll be using some of it where it plugs in, and then I'll wire it directly into my also Auxbeam switch panel. We've got hardware in here, and then I did go ahead and add some black covers to my cart just in case. You can put them on. We're gonna get these guys off. We're gonna slap these other guys on. All right, so unfortunately, the holes for this are not the 1/2 inch that the Auxbeam stuff comes with. I even checked my supply, and I don't have any smaller bolts that are good enough quality, so we're gonna take it for a ride on the old Harbor Freight Christmas tree. Good to go. Clean these off with some brake clean and get some spray paint. We'll be all set here. That finished flashing off. Got the old Rust-Oleum flat protective enamel. Make sure you back mask, cover anything you don't want painted. If you're like me and don't care, just do it your way. We're gonna lay it on a little thick. It's hot, it's sunny. It'll dry. I'll bring y'all back once we're ready to put lights on. All right, so these are painted. They're all dry, mostly dry. I did go ahead and run the harness up. For me, I have them kind of up underneath the winch a little bit. That's where I had the old ones. They go up, kind of follow some of the HVAC lines up along the battery and then over to the Auxbeam. I'll show y'all in a minute kind of how I modified the harness. I just had to pop it off the relay, and then I soldered some wires together, and then I'll have them going into the harness. But for right now, we're gonna get these puppies on there. You can see that'll be a pretty significant upgrade. Let's hold them at the same level. Quite a bit more light. It's a bunch more higher quality light. These actually started to have a little moisture in them, which I understand, like even the Auxbeams are Chinese lights, but they have a really good warranty on them. I have a good buddy of mine who has a bunch of these, and he's gotten water in a few of them, and he emails Auxbeam and says, hey, I got some water in these, a little moisture, and they said, okay, we'll ship you out a new one. He's got it 4 or 5 days later. So we got our hardware. It does have these little retention lips, so you don't have to throw a wrench on it. And there's one. Do the same with this guy. Let me take this black cover off. Oh man, those are gonna be sick. It doesn't get up into this area where I gotta deal with cooling problems. So I got the, is this the AC condenser or the transmission cooler? You got the normal radiator. It's all nice and low, and I can still reach in the side and operate my winch. Do the free spool on and off, so that's pretty sick. Oh, falling over. Help if I have the ratchet going the right way. And I want them straight on. I don't want them cocked to the side. About like that. wish this winch cradle had like a 2-hole mount, but this will do. All right. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Got our harness here, so it's got the gasket on the connector. Plug it in, clicks right in, and then I will do some zip tie. But like this is the part right here off the light, and I'm gonna tuck it under the edge of the winch, and then I'll zip tie some stuff up back behind the winch. Make sure our gasket's in the right position. And then, like I said, the actual harness for the light, I'll tuck up under the winch. This is a Wham winch cradle. It's a pretty good piece of gear. So we'll get that all cleaned up. And man, look at those puppies. There's a straight on shot. Pretty significant upgrade over these little guys. I'm really looking forward to this. I'll kind of show you how I respliced out the harness. We'll get it plugged in. We'll turn them on in the daytime. Won't really be able to see too much. Once it gets nighttime, we'll do some nighttime shots. All right, so we're at the Auxbeam now. It's a very muddy engine bay. It's been a busy year already for off-roading. Okay, so this was the old harness, and the lines here were on some spade connectors and then went into, you can see, I took this one and this one out. They went into this plug from this side and then connected to a relay. The Auxbeam switch panel I have has the relay built into it. It has fuses built into it, so I don't need any of this extra. And then because it has the switch panel inside, I also don't need this switch. So I cut them, and they're gonna go in right here on number 1. Number 2 is my chase lights. Number 3 is like my momentary press. And then on this harness here, the yellow is the amber wire for the amber backlight. I'm gonna jumper that to number 8. I run my amber backlights off of number 8. I'll have to connect a wire to this. I'm not too worried about that right now. I got a bunch of other projects I gotta take care of today, but let's go ahead and get this wired up. I just put them in number 1. You have the negative and the positive with the switch panel. This is why it's so easy to do this. I did go ahead and tape off the yellow amber wires for the running light. I'm not stressing about those at the moment. Move my chase light relay out the way, click that down, and we're in. So let's go ahead, before we put all the wiring away and tuck all this extra stuff up, let's set you up on the front of the truck and let's turn these puppies on. Got the tools put away. Let's see how these go. Oh man, those things are bright. Broad daylight. You can see it on my arms, my hands. Sweet. Those are gonna be awesome. And they got the side shooter functionality. So like right here on each side, it goes out this way. So that's pretty handy. Nice, those are gonna be awesome. We're gonna go ahead and tuck the wiring away, zip tie it all up. And then for me, I have to wait, about 8 hours for it to be dark. We're out here, so we're gonna go through some lights real quick. So that is everything off. Everything on the truck is off. The white balance is set static, so it will not change as I turn lights on. So that's my headlights. They are LED bulbs. They are too bright for everyday use. Those are my fog lights, the Diode Dynamics SS3 Sports. And those are the Auxbeam lights. You can see how much spill is off the side over here, and it goes out the other side as well. And then they have a nice beam that just goes straight up. Very happy with these. So let's turn on headlights and fogs, and we have a really good fill. The only fill I'm really missing is maybe up in there, but you don't really need anything up in there. I've got everything in front of the truck. We've got this center section right in front of the vehicle. It's looking really good. All right, different angle. So there's headlights. There's my fogs. And there are the Auxbeams. Nice, bright, some really good throw from them. That view, y'all are on top of my rooftop tent, kind of shows the pattern Doesn't light up too much on the sides, and it looks really, really good. It gets straight out in front of the vehicle. I think I'm dead centered in front of the vehicle. That looks really good. So by toggling my fogs on and off, you can kind of see the perfect fill. The fogs are filling this dead zone right in here. The fogs fill that and fill that. The aux beams have that, and then this section beside right here. And then headlights fill dead center, bright white, do a pretty good job. So that's fogs off, that's aux beams off, aux beams on, that's just fogs on, and that's just headlights on. You can see right there, I'm just off the side of the vehicle, and the little side shooters light up, and you have light the whole rest of the way. That's very bright. Camera doesn't know what to do with that. And about right here, the side shooter goes away. So I'm standing, I'm facing the truck right now. You can see the slight angle it's at. Side shooter's got some nice fill. It's got some good throw out. Really stoked with these. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Leave a like if you want. Stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching.